I would like to begin by asking you just one question. If you could hear, just for a moment, everything happening inside your body right now, do you think you would listen to my voice, or to that huge crowd within you? Because even though we appear to be sitting here quietly, there is an incredible amount of activity taking place inside us. Our heart is pumping blood, our lungs are transferring oxygen into the bloodstream, our brain is giving meaning to the words it hears, our muscles are helping us stay balanced. And our digestive system may still be trying to break down the food we ate a few hours ago. Long story short, they may not be very fond of resting. What's more, they do not ask for a salary or time off. So how does all of this happen? Let's take a look together. As it seems to choose itself every time, let's start with our brain once again. Is it really our ears that hear this sentence right now, or is it our brain? Our ears collect sound waves, but it is our brain that transforms these sounds into words, thoughts, and meanings. Made up of billions of nerve cells. The brain works like the control center of our body. It controls our movements, emotions, memory, and decisions. However, there is an interesting situation here. The brain is also trying to understand this speech that describes the brain itself. We could say that it is trying to do everything all by itself. Our brain constantly sends messages to other parts of the body through the nerves. Raising our hand, walking, or quickly pulling our hand away when we touch something hot all happen because of this communicati. Reflexes work so quickly that sometimes our body has already moved before our brain fully understands what has happened. Even while writing this, I wonder how many messages my brain sends every second. It feels very strange. Have you ever touched hot water, shouted, "I burn myself," and quickly pulled your hand back? At that moment, our brain says, "We'll talk about the details later. Save your hand first." So, which organ in our body never seems to stop and works the hardest for us? The one that beats 100,000 times every day without ever taking a break. The one that sends blood through our vessels with every beat, allowing oxygen and nutrients to reach the entire body. Yes, it is our heart. The heart of an adult at rest can pump approximately 7,000 liters of blood through the circulatory system in one day. We usually associate the heart with love and emotions. However, anatomically speaking, the heart is a very hard-working and disciplined pump. It has a romantic reputation, but its real job is logistics. It is the body's distribution center and has no chance to say, "I'm feeling a little down today, so I'm not going to work." If it did, perhaps we might not be alive. Anyway, where does the blood pumped by the heart get its oxygen? From the lungs, of course. Even now, every time we breathe, air passes through the windpipe and reaches the lungs. Inside the tiny air sacs in the lungs, oxygen passes into the blood while carbon dioxide leaves it. Then we breathe out and kick the carbon dioxide out of our body. Now let's ask another question. What structure gives our body its shape and keeps us standing? An adult human skeleton has 206 bones. However, bones are not simply hard and lifeless pieces that carry the body. Bone tissue is alive. It renews itself. And the bone marrow inside some bones plays a role in producing blood cells. Our skeleton also protects important organs such as the brain, heart, and lungs from external impacts. But can bones move on their own? No, we need muscles to move. The human body has more than 600 muscles. Our muscles work while we walk, talk, blink, and even smile. You may think that you are sitting without doing anything right now. But that is not how it works. Even to maintain your posture, your muscles are actively working. Bones, joints, and muscles work together to allow us to move. Without one, what the others can do is quite limited. This shows us one of the most important truths about anatomy. It means that no structure in our body works completely alone. We can see the same cooperation in the digestive system. The journey of a bite of food begins in the mouth. The teeth break down the food. Saliva begins digestion, and the food travels through the esophagus to the stomach. The stomach and intestines break the food down into smaller pieces that the body can use. Useful substances pass into the bloodstream, while the parts that are not needed are removed from the body. We simply think, "I ate my meal." Meanwhile, the digestive system has started a long journey behind the scenes. The stomach, intestines, pancreas, and liver share the work. Sometimes, we learn the result of this journey through the noises coming from our stomach. What's more, the stomach does not care much about choosing the right time to express its opinions. It especially loves embarrassing us when we are in a quiet place. So what separates all of these organs from the outside world? Our skin. The skin is the largest organ in the human body. It protects us from microorganisms and external influences, and it helps us feel things such as heat, cold, pressure, and pain. We often think of the skin only as a part of our appearance, however. Our skin is the border gate of our body and its first line of defense. As we have seen, the human body is not simply a collection of parts consisting of the brain, heart, lungs, bones, muscles, digestive system, and skin. All of these structures are constantly communicating with one another. A change in one system can also affect the other systems. At the beginning of this speech, I asked you a question. If you could hear everything happening inside your body, what would you listen to? Perhaps the steady beating of the heart, or the quiet breathing of the lungs. Perhaps the electrical messages spreading from our brain throughout the entire body. But I think the most impressive thing would not be the sound of a single organ. It would be the perfect harmony created by all of these structures working together. Human anatomy does not only teach us what our body looks like, it also shows us what a delicate, orderly, and surprising system life is. Every breath, every heartbeat, and every movement is the result of a great cooperation taking place inside us. So, the next time you look in the mirror, do not only see your outward appearance. Think about the bones, muscles, blood vessels, nerves, and organs working non-stop behind the scenes. Because one of the most surprising universes waiting to be discovered is not in the sky. It is right inside us. And perhaps the greatest journey of discovery a person can undertake is the journey toward their own body.